Hi folks, Jonathan Marsh from Goldhawk Digital here. In this video, you'll learn how to estimate your cost per new client, cost per acquisition, equivalent terms, on Google Ads, hopefully in just a few minutes. So let's get started. You can see here this spreadsheet which we'll run through and will be available in the video below. You'll need three inputs, ultimately a cost per click estimate, a click to lead or inquiry or sign up, whatever it might be on your website that you're trying to get that traffic to do, and then a lead to new client or a win or a sale or whatever it might be rate as well. So to get that first input, you'll need to have access to a Google Ads account. So if a friend has one, if you haven't started yet, or you can create your own for free, there's no charge to open up an account and use this tool. Simply navigate to the left-hand navigation and this keyword planner, you can see there in blue, you can see here. Okay, in this example, we'll assume we're a dentist and we're looking to see what it might cost to get new patients for our business. So you have to imagine what people might type in your area. Maybe dentist near me. And we're based here in Australia. We might have someone looking in the CBD of one of our main cities. So let's try dentist, Sydney CBD, Central Business District. You can be more scientific than that, but a couple of general terms is probably the best way to start. We're not trying to be too precise at this stage. And as we scroll down, you can see some of those terms. You can see how many searches there are a month, which can also help estimate the volume of that market that might be available to you. And you can see some terms here. We're getting some CPC low ranges and a high range Google make available to you. Some are $4, $6, $14, $20. So let's shoot for somewhere in the middle. We'll call it maybe $12 as a start. So we'll put that in here. Now we believe in running something like a 300 click test. That's a nice sample size, means any sort of findings from that are reasonably reliable and a good predictor of future or actual performance when you're running your experiment if you decide to go ahead. But it's also useful for the purpose of this modeling. So we'll run with that. If you are going to run 300 clicks at $12, it's going to cost you $3,600 to run your experiment. So that'll give you an estimate of what budget you might need to be prepared to pay to get these learnings and get these new customers. Now the click to lead rate, that's for every 100 people who come to the website, how many actually make an inquiry. You'll need some form of website analytics to know this. Hopefully you've already got a website and you have some idea what this might be. And if you are to convert 300 visitors at 5%, well, that'll give you 15 leads. Now, assuming you then convert 30% of those leads, that'll actually result in 5 new clients at a cost of $800. Now, for a dentist, over the lifetime, you might end up billing well more than $800, so that might be an acceptable cost, but ultimately that boils down to you and your business economics. One thing I did want to highlight is just how sensitive this model is to these three inputs and how I can pay to keep trying to improve them. Let's say you can optimize the ads account, write really good ads, etc., test different call outs and bring that cost down to $8, closer to that lower range we saw from Google. Well, straight away your costs will come down, which will pass through to a lower cost per acquisition for the client, closer to $500 now. But let's say you can improve your website as well, then improve that to 10%, that click to lead rate. So now 1 in every 10 visitors is making an inquiry because the website's really clear and you've got a good value proposition there, etc. Well, now you've got 30 leads. From the same spend, you've doubled the leads you've got. So that's effectively halved that cost now to that $260 mark. And let's say your reception team can improve a few things and improve the rate at which they close, for example. You've got good availability, and that moves up to 40%, for example. Well, now you've got a couple more clients. That's gone up to 12. and you've brought that cost all the way down to 200. So don't sort of get scared off by that initial number. It's important to always look to where you can improve the process, and all three pass straight through to the cost per new client there, or cost per acquisition to win that new patient, whatever it might be. And the ad cost is just one of those three. You've got to keep working on your website and keep working on your sales and closing efforts. We hope that's been useful. Please feel free to leave a comment below for any other content you might like to learn about regarding Google Ads. Thanks for watching.